Hey, thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos, and today we're looking at graphing linear inequalities. These are graphing linear inequalities given the equations in slope-intercept form, with the equation in slope-intercept form. So let's take a look. Alright, so here we've got an inequality, and over on the right here I've got some notes that you can use to follow to figure out how to draw your lines and which way to shade. Because with an inequality, it's not just the lines that's part of the solution, it's also the part that's over it or under it or whatnot that could be part of the solution. Okay, so let's take a look. So imagine it's just a regular equation, and you got your slope and y-intercept. You can graph everything the same way you always did. Okay, and I've got a previous video on graphing lines using equations that help you with that. But basically, you're just going to use the y-intercept, which is in this case is -3. I'll make that point on the y-axis, and then I look at the slope, which is 1/3, which means I go up 1. I went up 1 in the red, I went over 3 in the blue. Okay, and now I've got my two dots. So if this was an equation, I would just draw my line, and that'll be it. Every point on that line would be part of the solution. But here, this is an inequality. So you have some other things that are part of the solution as well. So in this particular case, that line, everything on that line is part of the solution. And you can tell because you have an equal to. So with that equal to, you got a solid line. So you're going to draw a solid line because it's equal to. Okay? So this is less than or equal to. Now, because it is less than, and you got y is less than or equal to mx plus b, that tells us where to shade. We're going to shade under the line. So if it's less than, you shade under the line, like so. And that is how you graph the inequality. Alright, let's take a look at another example. Alright, here we got y is less than 3x minus 1. Okay, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to start with the y-intercept, which is at -1. Okay, we're going to use the slope. Here the slope is 3, and it doesn't have a denominator. But when it's a whole number and you don't have a denominator, you just go put it over 1. So the rise is 3, and you go over just 1. Okay, now we got that second dot. Now we've got our two dots, and all we got to do now is draw a line and shade. But in this case, the line doesn't say equal to, so we're going to use a dash line. So you draw a line with dash. That means all the points on that line is not included in the solution. It's not included in the solution. Okay, it's similar to when you have just a regular horizontal number line, when you have an open circle. Okay, the solid line, it will be like a closed circle. So here we're going to go ahead and draw a dash line, and now we've got to figure out which way to shade. Okay, because it is less than, it's still going to be under. So we're going to shade under here, and that lets us know that everything under that line is part of the solution. And that's it. That is how you graph inequalities. I want to thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos. Have a nice day.